Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about love in hip hop Atlanta. Okay. Oh, okay, so listen, the ring light just went out, as you just saw. I'm going to order another ring light. It should be here in a day or two. Um, I haven't ordered it yet. I'm going to order it after I get off this video. But they usually take like a day or two to get here. But as you can see, the ring light went out. I have been playing with this light for the last 15 to 20 minutes trying to get it to stay on, and it will not stay on. So I just got real upset. um so yeah, there won't be a ring light this video. Let me try one more time. Okay. Hopefully it'll stay. Okay, it's not gonna stay on. Let me try. Let me try one more time. I hate that one. I hate even. It's so crazy because back in the day I didn't even use a ring light, but now I feel like I could not do a video without my ring light. Let me try one more time. Hopefully it stays on. Okay, it's not gonna stay on. Okay, I'm not even going to let this ruin this video. Again, we will not have a ring light this video. As you can see, it is malfunctioning. I have tried. Girl, I'm just going to order another one. It'll be here in a day or two, hopefully. And so, yeah. So let's just get into the review. I'm going to calm down and relax. It's not that big of a deal. 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 Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the love and hip hop Atlanta. I'm going to try one more time. This is driving me insane. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not like making videos without ring lights. It's gonna drive me. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna drive me crazy, crazy. Who do you? Who do you? Okay, girl, it's a wrap. Okay, let's just get into the review. All right, so Ciara. Ciara is with her new man. Um, she's so in love again. When I tell you, baby, y'all be in love more than anybody I know. Every time I look up, y'all have a new man, and y'all be so in love. We heard the same line the last 5, 6, 7, 8 men. It's to the point that they're making jokes about Ciara and how she runs through men. You had Saucy Santana in the confessional saying, "It's always a wedding ring, it's always a cookbook." You had Jessica White saying in the confessional, "I think it's cute she collects rings." You had Bambi saying in the confessional, her selling, her getting engaged again is typical Ciara. Girl, at this point, you can't even take Ciara and her relationship seriously, just like Carly Red, because every time we look up, Ciara has a new man. She's engaged. It's the love of her life. I've never felt this love before. This man protects me and provides for me. The whole, the whole rundown that the girls and boys give. Um, she said that she has been knowing him since I think when they were children. I think that when they were younger. But she would never give him the time of the day. And this was before the new body. This was before the new face. This was before the new lips. This was before she was a millionaire. This is when she was chunky. So I guess Ciara has convinced herself that if this man wanted to get with me before all of this, then he must really and truly love me. Her sisters. She has issues with her sisters. I remember her and her sisters getting to an argument. I don't know the ins and outs of. I don't think her sisters have been on the show to the point where I can pinpoint where the problem started. Because I don't think her sisters are involved in the show like that. I think they popped in one time and popped out. So I don't know. I don't know the beef between her and her sisters. I do know her mother. She feels as though her mother took her sister's side. One of her sisters, or either all of her sisters, one of her sisters got online, I think, saying that Ciara had STDs, and she also had a problem with drugs. Her name is Chlamydia. Chlamydia. Not chlamydia. Cladiria. Girl, same thing. Girl. Cladiria It's something like that, girl. I don't know. Let me tell you something. You know, she's talking to her boyfriend. Well, fiance. You know, they say they got married the other day, so now they're legally married. I wonder what he does for work. He's probably like a producer. You know, girl, everybody in Atlanta is a producer. A producer. He's a producer, I'm sure. Um, but they're legally married now. Let me say something. You know, he was trying to give her good advice and listen to her, and he was just like a lot of people say, that's your mama. You only get one mama, you know, and that's all fine and dandy. However, if your mother is that toxic and that negative to the point where she will back up your sister when your sister is online saying that you have an STD problem and you abuse drugs, and especially if it's not now. It's one thing if it was the truth. I would still be mad if it was the truth or not. But girl, it's not, you're saying it's not the truth. So you're saying that your mother is backing up your sister who's lying on you, and your fiance is telling you you only got one mama. No, girl, you're a grown woman. At some girl, let me shut up. Santana, Jessica White, and Bambi go out bowling. I love when the girls give me bad B vibes. I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, or maybe I just said it to myself. I don't have an issue with Bambi, but one thing I have noticed about Bambi has been on her bad B vibes this entire season. She gonna come, giving you, Fashion Nova tea down. She's gonna give you, oh nasty Charlotte Russe dress. She gonna have her red bottoms. She gonna get, she gonna give you the housewife starter kit. The not even a housewife. She gonna give you the love and hip hop starter kit, a Fashion Nova outfit, a Chanel bag or a YSL bag, and a pair of red bottoms. When I tell you, I thought Bambi looked an absolute fool. Bambi, where are you going, ma'am? You're going to a bowling alley, and Bambi had on 5-inch heels, a sheer, see through, girl, tight dress to the point they had to blur out her cheeks because you could see her underwear. And when she turned around, I rewound it, okay? When they blurred it out. I said, girl, this is ridiculous. Like, you can't even just shoot a scene and be dressed for the scene. You have to come in, BB mode. Right? And I think it's weird. Maybe Baby could have been coming from somewhere else. Maybe she could have been coming from a club. I don't know. Maybe she could have been coming from a lounge. But girl, you're going bowling. You could still be cute and fashionable, but still look like you're going bowling. I was like, this is what I mean when I say the girls be trying too hard. Like, you don't need that. This don't even make no sense. Like, this don't even make no sense. What you got, girl? You're at the bowling alley with a bra and your panties showing. I think you have on a thong. Girl, matter of fact. You could see your bra. At first, I thought it was one of those dresses that they're making now, where it looks like you're nude, but you're really not. It's just the design of the dress, like they painted on like a body on the dress. At first, I was like, oh, she has on one of those dresses where I don't think maybe she got on some cute little tennis shoes, right? Because we're going bowling. Why do I need on 5-inch heels, right? And I was like, oh no, they didn't paint her body. Oh, that's like her real body. Oh, I was like, she really got on the. I don't know why that bothered me. It bothered me because it doesn't make sense. Nobody goes bowling in something like that. That's how you know I'm getting old. Because stuff like that bother me now. Where's you going? Where is you going? Where is you going, Bambi? That don't even make sense what you got on. It's cute. If Bambi was going to the club, I would say Bambi was fly. Bambi wasn't going to the club. Bambi was going bowling. Why do you have that on while you're going bowling? Anyways, let me shut up. It don't even matter. Jessica opens up her mouth and tells Saucy Santana that Zell is having a baby. Santana now wants to play these games, right? Well, that's my man. I'm getting my man back. Saucy, you are too old to be playing these games. You don't want Zell. Saucy's one of those people who, if I ain't got him, as long as he ain't with nobody else, then that's all that matters. That's a mess. So Zell meets up with his baby mama, or soon to be baby mama. She's thinking about having a heaven baby. Why I don't believe the storyline. Even though Jasmine, Kirk, and Rashida's storyline is giving girl, we got together because we need to keep this job and you can get paid too. But like this storyline, I just don't believe. I don't believe that, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm with when Saucy said that you're not bisexual, and even when I ask your friends, "Are you bisexual?" they start to laugh because, girl, they know that you only fool with ninjas. I really don't think that Giselle is bisexual. I think that I do believe in bisexuality. I just don't think that Zell is bisexual. I think that Zell is one of those men who feels as though if I continue to say that I'm bisexual, the men in my life, aka my father, my uncles, right, the men who identify as straight, they won't look at me as less of a man. As long as I put in that I still might like a little pussy every now and again, then I'll still look like some sort of a man to them. I don't think Zell is bisexual. I think that's something Zell just says. I think that Zell only sleeps with men. I think that he's only sexually attracted to men. I don't think him and this girl slept together. I don't think she's pregnant. Girl, can you even get well, I guess you can if it's before 6 weeks. I was about to say, can you even get a heaven baby in Georgia? I don't know. I don't know the laws when it comes to having babies. Um, but yeah, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get into Saucy and Zell in a little bit. I saw two drinks on the table. Two. I saw two drinks on that table. You sitting here talking about you pregnant, but it looked like the drink is in front of you. Now maybe it was a strawberry kiwi. I don't know. Maybe it was a strawberry lemonade. It looked like a cocky to me. It looked like a cocktail. Girl, this is the second time I have felt that girl was drinking on camera. But you sitting there talking about you pregnant. Maybe they were both for sale. I don't know. Erica Banks and Jasmine meet up. Oh, my back itch. Hold up. Oh, girl. Oh, okay. Erica Banks meets up with Jasmine. And, Erica says she's never really seen Yandy really raise her voice like that. Jasmine felt like Yandy was being unfair and unreasonable. They both kind of had the same thoughts of people automatically forgiving Kirk, but not forgiving Jasmine. I mean, girl, that's. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying that it's right, and the people need to work on it because it's not right. But girl, people will once people find out that you were a side chick, whether you knew about it when you got with the man or not, you will always be looked at as a devil. You will walk around. What is it, a scarlet letter on you? Is that what it is that what it's called? You'll always be looked at as a homewrecker. They will forgive the man every time because men will be men, boys will be boys. You are the woman. You should have known better. Even though he was married to her, even though he took the vows in front of God and his family and friends, even though he stepped out of his marriage, you should have known better. So they're always going to look at Jasmine and other women who have had relationships, situationships, whatever you want to call it, with married men, as you're the one who is going to get all the smoke. They're not going to say anything to Kirk. Like, nobody in the group is going to be mad at Kirk. You see how they treat Kirk. They still love Kirk. We still go for Kirk because that's Rashida's husband. Rashida decided to stay. So we still have to show some type of respect to him. God don't move that way. God let you know from the get, God don't fuck with that nigga. Hello? Girl, you know I don't like your husband, right? God told somebody that before. On my grandmother's grave. Girl, y'all think I be on here just talking shit. I literally told somebody I do not like your husband. Just an FYI. Hello? Girl, this ain't no game over here. Go on, be on here just talking just to hear myself talk. So all that stuff that the girls do, I don't operate that way. If I'm at your place and he walk around, I'ma speak like, "Hey, how you doing?" But that's it. But to give Jasmine all of this energy and not to give him any, that's why y'all lose me. If anything, we giving everybody the same energy. But you know who I'm really giving it to? I'm giving it to him. See, that's what some of us differ at. Girl, it's him that I'm looking at crazy. She starts to go into the text messages about Kirk, how Kirk encouraged her to keep the baby, and said that he saw a future with Jasmine. You know how much of an ancient nigga you got to be for you to be married, girl? Listen, now before we even get into what I'm about to say, listen, these are just my thoughts. I'm not trying to start no mess down here. People believe in what they want to believe, and I believe that a person should choose to do with their body what they want to choose, what they want to do with their body, and you can take that how you want to take it. I do think it's weird that Kirk, being a married man, he encouraged his side chick to keep the baby. I would think that most men would be like, "You can't have that baby." Girl, like, I'll pay you. But to encourage her to keep the baby, that's how you know he knows that Rashida ain't going nowhere. I'm going to encourage my side chick that I got pregnant to keep the baby, because I know she ain't going nowhere. Just keep the baby. I just pay child support. She ain't going nowhere. just keep the little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Girl, she ain't going nowhere. Ciara meets up with her mother, and her mother, Ciara's mother is so pretty. You know, I always have to give a compliment before I mess. Girl, I learned that from my auntie Wendy Williams. You always got to give a compliment before you go in for the kill. Okay, when you start tugging on wigs, you got to give a compliment. Ciara's mother is very, very pretty. At first I was like, Ciara, this is a lot. So Ciara wants to meet up with her mother to discuss her mother basically kind of having her sister's back and assisting her with spreading lies about her life, saying that she has STDs and a drug problem. Ciara then starts to go into how her mother used to get her head knocked between a washer and a dryer, and how it would be times when Ciara thought that her mother was not going to be alive because the man, or I'm assuming it was a man, or the woman, I think it was a man, would beat on her so bad to the point where Ciara thought that her mother would not be alive. And then she started to go into how she felt as a child and the trauma that she realizes she's carried over into womanhood, adulthood from her childhood. At first, it was a lot. It was a lot. I felt like what was happening is like they gave Ciara and this woman a certain amount of time to discuss whatever situation, and Ciara was trying to get it all out. Because at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, girl, at first I was like, girl, where are we going with this, Ciara? Like, girl, you don't went from talking about the woman with your STDs, and then I realized, oh, she's basically trying to like draw a parallel to this is how I feel. Basically, now as a grown woman, I feel now how I felt when I was a kid. I felt like you abandoned me then, and I feel like you've abandoned me now, even as a grown person. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. It made sense once I started like kind of like listening to and trying to. I was like, okay, Sierra was making sense. It just felt like it was just rushed. It was a rush conversation, and then of course, in true, I did the best I could fashion. The mama gets offended. You're not gonna try to paint this bad picture of me being a bad mama. I'm, I mean, girl, it sounded like you was an ain't shit mama. Now, you should have just said, "I'm sorry." I don't know. It's hard for parents. It's hard for people, but especially it's hard for parents to say, "I'm sorry. I fucked your life up." Full stop. I'm sorry. I really messed your life up. And then maybe you can go into what it was like for you growing up as a child and how that those things never got resolved. And then you started having children, and those things, it's basically like passed on from generation to generation. Like think like a situation like Sierra and her mother is not love and hip hop is not the place is not a place to have the conversation unless you are going to have a therapist on set. You know what I'm saying? Like a part of the scene. But if Sierra and when you come to these shows, girl, the girls they'll put on a little 1-2 for TV and then they won't go to therapy, girl again. If Sierra and her mother really want to have some type of relationship or try to figure out if they want to have a relationship or whatever the case may be, girl, I would tell them to go to therapy because it sounds like Sierra has a lot of resentment and anger towards her mother. Her mother kicked her out when she found out she was pregnant. And then you also had me watching your kids. Sierra had to watch her sisters when her mama, I guess, was out in these streets. So not only was I a child, but I was also basically playing mama to your kids, my sisters. And then when I end up getting pregnant, you end up kicking me out, and then you was not letting, but you were in this abusive relationship with this man. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And then of course the mother doesn't want to accept that she had a hand in messing Sierra up. You had a hand in it. You did. You did. You did. You did. Um, Jock and Spice. I don't know, girl. I'm so girl. Jock be wearing me out. Girl, Jock be wearing me low. So I was trying to see if my phone was on the charger. So Jock feels some way about Kendra wanting to freeze her eggs. Listen, there are numerous reasons of why Kendra wants to freeze her eggs. Kendra really could be freezing her eggs just in case we do get a divorce and I may decide to have kids later on. That's a possibility. Kendra could be freezing her eggs just in case I do decide I want to have a baby with you in 3 or 4 years. At least they're frozen. Jock is only looking at it from through the lens of she's only saving her eggs because she knows that this marriage won't last and she's just gonna have a baby with another nigga. That's a possibility. Okay. And maybe young Jock knows something that we don't know. But I don't think there's anything wrong with Kendra freezing her eggs at all. Just in case Kendra does decide one day that she wants to have a baby. But I also think that Kendra's trying to play one up. I think Kendra's trying to play a game with the girls. I do. I believe that Kendra is that girl who's trying to play the game of since everybody else got a baby, I want a baby too. Even if I'm baby mama number 6, 7, 8, even if I'm the 12, because I think Jock has a couple of twins. That's one of the reasons why he got so many kids. Because I think like he got 2 or 3 pairs of twins. I can't remember, girl. It's a lot. Um, this nigga said, "Oh, girl, these niggas make my head hurt. They'll make y'all head hurt." Don't really make my head hurt. I'm just exaggerating. He said the reason why he had a baby was because Kendra didn't know she wanted to have a baby. And so that's the reason why they went on a break. And then with them being on a break, he ended up, I guess, these are the names. I'm assuming that this is the newest baby mama. You know, he had a baby with him and Kendra on a break. Girl. Okay. So he's basically saying that I felt like he was trying to put it on Kendra in a way. Basically, Kendra didn't know she wanted to have kids. That caused us to have a break, which that was the reason why I went and had sex with Gloria, which was also part of the not part of it, was the reason why I also had a baby. Well, he didn't say baby, he said Giovanni. So I'm assuming Gloria is the baby mama and Giovanni, or whatever the names were, is the baby. No, you got a baby because you went it raw. Hello? And you shot up a club. Hello? They had nothing to do with Kendra and I won't like Kendra didn't know she wanted to have no kids. What they got to do with you going out, laying up with a woman, having sex unprotected, not pulling out, busting her club, girl, busting her doors down, her having a baby. So Kendra not knowing whether or not she wanted to have kids was the reason why y'all had to go on a break. And with you going on a break from Kendra going on a break from you, that drove you into the bed of another woman, which then also drove you to have unprotected sex with that woman, which then also resulted in her getting pregnant, which also resulted in her choosing to have the baby and not a heaven baby. The song, some of the lines he was saying in the song sounded cute. One line he said, "Feed y'all the lies because the lies sound better." And y'all won't tell the truth anyway, girl. Even though I do believe, girl, no shade. I hate to sound like a nigga, girl. Y'all know sometimes I tap into my nigga side. Hey, hey. I do believe that sometimes women do want to be told lies. I do. I believe that sometimes y'all don't like for these men to tell y'all the truth. So they do tell y'all lies. Because telling a lie is easier than telling the truth, and it's what you want to hear anyways. But I also, on the flip side, I believe that, girl, even if a man really, really, truly thought that they could get away with telling the truth, they probably wouldn't tell the truth anyways, because they're gonna lie about everything. um, I want you to remain neutral. So Spice asks, oh, Spice and Jock were in the studio. You know, they're doing like a compilation album with the cast. And so Jock was in the studio recording his verse for whatever song him and Spice are doing together. And so so he starts to tell Spice about the issues that him and Kendra are having. And then Spice says, "Well, can I talk to Kendra?" And he tells her no. I did appreciate that Spice asked permission to kind of, I guess, get in the middle before getting in the middle. And he told her no, so Spice should respect that and just be like, "Girl, okay, I'm gonna stay out of y'all know y'all always tell people, girl, single people stay out of married folks' business, so stay out of it, Spice." And girl, Kendra ain't going nowhere anyways. Um, he says, "No, I want you to remain neutral. So if we don't work out, I'll have you." Kind of like to fall back on, girl. I know it was a joke, but for some reason, and it was Jock made another joke. It was a previous episode. I can't remember what he said, but he said it in a joking manner, and I was just like, Jock is the type of person that should not make those type of jokes because of the fact that you did have a baby, girl, while you were on a break. Like stuff like that just doesn't work right to me. It just because we see you for your works, and it's just like, girl, you can't make those type of jokes because you saying it like you joking, but girl, are you for real? And then of course Spice gets her stuff and runs out of the studio as she should have. Spice, don't play with me like that. Don't even put that out in the universe. Because what's going to happen is now people are going to be looking at Spice every time Spice call Jock, or she want to talk to him about business, about the album. You know, it could just I just don't think that people like Jock in situations that Jock has created should make jokes like that. I just don't. Sorry. Um Zell and Santana meet up. I'm so happy we have a gay. I'm so happy. One, I think Santana has one of the best storylines on Love and Hip Hop this season. The storyline with his mother, um, his life, his ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, tattoo. Because one, we don't have a lot of representation when it comes to gay couples on TV, LGBTQ period. Especially when you compare it to heterosexual couples. I also think that, excuse me, I also think that his storyline is fresh. And again, probably because we don't have a lot of representation, and in comparison to the straight couples, it's pretty much always the same thing. My nigga ain't shit. He cheated on me, possibly had a baby. But now we get to see how Delulu, the gays, can be too. Okay, I be telling y'all. I be telling y'all, the punks, they be just as delusional as the straights. Please don't get it twisted. I've been telling y'all this. So now we got something to talk about. All right. So Zell and Saucy Santana. Zell says that he got history with Saucy Santana, and I respect him enough that he should hear the news from me. Basically, that he has a baby on the way. This is what I mean by Zell being too goddamn old and living in Delulu land. Saucy Santana has you blocked across the board when it comes to social media. Saucy Santana don't give a damn about what you got going on in your life. So the simple fact that you feel the need to meet up with him to tell him that you're possibly having a baby with a girl, and now you're upset because Saucy doesn't give a damn. When he's already shown you he doesn't give a damn about what's going on. Let me tell y'all something. Social media is not the end all be all. It's really fake a lot of times. However, you can get a glimpse into what's going on in folks' lives by their social media accounts sometimes. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's always 100% true, because people are going to post the best pictures, right? If Saucy has blocked Zell across all things social media, again, why does Zell feel that he needs to sit down and have a conversation out of respect, and then get upset when Saucy pretty much says to his face, in a nutshell, I don't give a damn that you're having a baby. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? And now you're upset. As if you thought the conversation was going to go a different way. And why do you feel like you owe Saucy Santana anything? Saucy over there with a whole nother nigga, girl cooking with him and his mama, writing books. This nigga getting tattoos of Saucy Santana name on him. But they talking about getting married. Well, he talking about marrying Saucy. And you over here talking about, I just owe him the respect to just tell him I could be having a baby. And then when he laugh in your face, now is, oh, you just jealous. Saucy is not jealous of you. He just don't give a fuck about you. That's it. That's really it. And Jessica White was on it when she told him, when he was like, I just want to meet up to give him the respect, because if it was me, I would want the same thing. And then he says he got me blocked around. He got me blocked off all social. I mean, he got me blocked across social media. And then Jessica White told him, "Well, that's your answer right there, girl. Wake up." If and when he finds out that you had a baby, he'll find that you had a baby. Because now you walking away from the conversation pissed off. Saucy just sitting there looking at you like this nigga dumb. Saucy told him to his face. So you want to know who I'm talking to, who I'm having sex with? You don't want to know. So basically, why do you think I want to know what's going on with you when I got your ass blocked? Girl. When I see you out, I just saw you at Mama D's barbecue. When I see you out, hey, how you doing? But other than that, there's no need to sit down and have these conversations about what you got going on, who you fucking, if you got a baby or not. And now you're crying. So Zell was crying sitting across from Saucy Santana. Now you're crying because your feelings are hurt. And Saucy is sitting there stoic with his glasses on, looking at you crazy. Like, what you want me to say? And then he talking about Saucy. He just jelly. He just jealous. Jealous of what? You're like, what is Saucy Santana jealous of, Zell? What is he jealous of? He jealous you found the love of your life. Oh. He's jealous that you found a woman who you can have this happy marriage, this happy life. Oh, he's so jealous, girl. Rashida's having a party. Rashida and Kirk they're having a party. Erica said that Scrappy is slowly winning her. Erica Dixon said that Scrappy is slowly winning her over. Shout out to Erica Dixon. Rashida says that she's happy Charlene is there to deal with Mama D. Girl, Rashida, why you acting, girl, Rashida, why are you acting like you and Mama D ain't close in age? Mama D ain't too far off in age from. Mama D ain't too far off in age in comparison to Rashida. You can handle Mama D on your own. You don't need Miss Charlene to step in and handle shit. Because it basically got back to, Rashida knows that Mama D invited Jasmine to her Mother's Day a Mother's Day event. And so now Rashida knows that. So Miss Charlene walks up to Mama D, basically asking her, like, what are you doing? And Mama D basically says that, yeah, she was basically getting her revenge back from Rashida not having Scrappy's back. I guess when people were going after, when Bambi was out here talking trash about Scrappy. That's what Mama D is so blinded. That's how some of y'all get, though. No shade. When it comes to y'all children, even though Mama D knows that Scrappy ain't about shit, she hates Bambi so much that she's still going to defend him, even though, like, this is the same man. Bambi wasn't saying nothing no different than what Mama D was saying. She was saying, girl, but he wasn't paying his bills. And girl, me and my kids over here packing up U-Haul boxes, and we got to move to another house because we getting evicted. For Mama D just to turn around and say, girl, she wasn't going business with Scrappy because he always late paying his bills, but you still mad at Bambi. Why are you mad at Bambi? Girl, you don't even want to go in business with your own son, and you birthed the mother, okay? But you mad at Bambi. Girl, bye. So anyways, Miss Mama D basically told Miss Charlene it is what it is, baby. I'm not gonna lie with Mama D. Girl, Mama D is a kiki. Y'all know I love Mama D. When Mama D Mama D had a cocktail in her hand. She had a Fendi purse. Girl. When Mama D looked at Miss Charlene and said, girl, basically it is what it is. And she said she gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see what happens. Mama D turned around and stomped off and had that cocktail. Girl, when Mama D walked away stomping with that cocktail in her hand, taking a sip of that cocktail, Mama D said, girl, you got me fucked up. Girl, it is what it is. So Jasmine popped up at the party. Girl. This is another thing that's unrealistic. Why did Jasmine just pop up at this party? Like, come on, y'all. Like, okay, Jasmine has a storyline this season. Okay, but some pop-ups don't make sense. Jasmine popping up at the party, at Kirk and Rashida's party. Who invited her here? And then the whole scene got on my nerves because when I see Carly Red is messy boots. So Carly Red is basically talking to Erica. Oh yeah, her friend is Erica. Is talking to Jasmine and her friend Erica. She wants to see Jasmine's phone because she wants to see the messages again. Girl. So she's trying to pressure Jasmine into going and telling Rashida about these messages. And Jasmine is basically on some, it is what it is. I don't owe her nothing. I wouldn't have even said anything if Kirk wouldn't have tried to play that game with me about saying that I come to my door naked whenever he comes against Cannon. So then Carly Red walks over to the group because it was Miss Charlene, I think Erica Dixon, Spice, Kirk, Rashida. I think that was it. And then Erica Banks walked over with Carly Red, and she basically brought it up in front of everybody. Mind you, Jasmine is probably 10 feet away. I was low key with Rashida, like, girl, if you're gonna be woman enough to come to the party, woman enough to show the message, just bitch, be woman enough to come over and tell me. I low key was, because at this point it's giving weird. You're right, you're literally right here across the way, while Carly Red is showing the messages and saying what you like. It's kind of like this. The like, baby, y'all need to. Baby, y'all need to like scrape this hole and just start all over and be like, Jasmine, you gonna walk, either you gonna walk over there to her or either girl just because this don't make no. This looks real dumb to me. Um. So, anyways, they're looking at the messages. It's words are like blacked out. I don't know what's going on, girl. And then you hear Spice saying, "Oh," you know, like I was hollering. When Spice was like, "Oh," oh, and then Rashida is like, "I don't want to read that. I don't want to see that. I'm not reading that." And then Kirk lying, of course, Kirk is lying. I don't know. He got his phone. I don't know my phone, man. Whatever. You don't know your phone. Whatever. Girl, what you trying to say, girl? Say what you trying to say, girl. You know, because you got caught into a lie. Now you in some mess. Because let's just call a thing a thing. Kirk been trying to get in between Jasmine legs again. Now, whether or not they're doing this as a storyline for this season, I believe that at one point Kirk was trying to get with Jasmine, and he probably just never thought that Jasmine would probably come back to the show. And now Jasmine is on the show and exposing Kirk. Mm-hmm. Anyways, girl, that's it. This review was too long. Oh, Jasmine said that Yana need to worry about Mendeezy's cheating on her. Girl, they've been saying Mendeezy. Girl, can we just call it for what it is? Girl, the girls been saying Mendeezy's be in those Atlanta streets. Remember that messy queen from Hey Miss Legendary Candy Burris? Hey Miss Candy, that one. The one that was Drew's assistant. I think he also was like he like hop around from basketball wife to housewife to just a messy young queen. Um, but it was funny what he said when he was like, "Well, how you doing, Miss Legendary Candy Burris?" Because I know that's right, girl. Him, remember he was on live or he was on a video. I think it was live with Alexis Scott, and he was talking about how Mendeezy's be out in these streets. Y'all don't remember that? And now you got Eric. Now you got Jasmine on TV talking about how Yana need to worry about Mendeezy's been out in these streets. And I'm just gonna call it for what it is. Some of the girls in the comment section, some of the cousins said that Mendeezy's be out in these streets allegedly. Girl, I won't put it past him. Girl, he don't want to be with Yandy. Girl, the writings are on the wall, baby. Girl, they all behind us. Okay. Anyways, that's it. I'm gone. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.